Some people say, well, God is almighty. He knows all. He has power over all things. He can do anything. What does this mean? So they say that God can do anything, so why can't he become a man? What do we say about this?
That's a common argument that's put forth, that why are you restricting the powers of God?
Exactly.
God can do anything, everything. So why are you restricting the powers of Almighty God? And I tell them, for sake of argument, I agree with you, God can do anything and everything. And you say that God can become a human being. So if I agree with you, God can become a human being, then you have to realize once God becomes a human being, he ceases to be God. You say God can become a human, I have no problem, but he ceases to be God. You cannot say there's a God-man. If you say there's a God-man, God who has become man and has the power of God, it doesn't make sense. Why? Because by definition, God is immortal. Human being is mortal. You can either have an immortal person or a mortal person. You can have a person who is immortal and mortal at the same time. It is meaningless.
Doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense. Almighty God has no beginning. Human beings have a beginning. You can't have a person who has no beginning and has a beginning at the same time. It's meaningless. Almighty God has got no end. Human beings have an end. You can't have a person who has no end and has an end at the same time. It's meaningless. It's like telling I saw a tall short man. You either have a tall man or a short man. It is absolutely, you cannot use a word like in tall short.
Yeah.
You either have a tall man, short man, or a medium man. You can't have a tall short man. You can't have a fat thin man. So similar, you can't have a God man.